We are live. Good evening, everybody.
I've just been telling everyone on Instagram that I've been waiting for you.
Waiting for me. Oh my goodness. Someone made a comment actually. This is the time. Oh, where's it gone?
This is the time Auntie Liz deals with the cat and the kids.
Yeah, and that's exactly what's happening. Running around like a blue-ass fly. Should we bring this down? So slightly.
How is everybody this evening? I hope you had an amazing weekend. We were at the Strongman Classic this weekend. An amazing show.
It really was.
Second year at the Royal Albert Hall. What a weekend it's been, a Strongman.
It has. It's been an exhausting weekend, though. Hello to all of our members. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Dylan. Hello, Jiminy Cricket. And also Paris. Who else was there on was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday, wasn't it?
It feels like a long...
I know.
It's crazy, isn't it?
I can't tell when it felt like it was.
Yeah,
but,
did any of you guys go and watch the show? It was absolutely epic.
It really was. It was exhausting, Lozzie.
It was, but I just wanted to say, looking at our predictions, we did all right.
We were half a point off of being spot on. So we altered our predictions slightly with Bibby not being able to come. We had Alexi in first place. We had Evan in second and Mitch in third. There was only half a point between them in the end, wasn't there? So we were half a point off that. And we had Maxime in fourth.
Yeah.
Did we decide on a fifth? I feel like I said Paul Smith.
You may have. I mean, Paul Smith did amazing.
We'll pretend I did.
We'll talk about all the guys because it was a really good competition and a lot of amazing performances, a lot of amazing battles going on. Going into the Atlas Stones, there was 4 guys in, I think it was 5th to 8th place, separated by a half a point.
A half point, yeah. There was like 2 on 16 and 2 on 6.5 or something.
Some people underperforming on certain events, some people overperforming on certain events. It was an exciting evening, but it came down to probably the most consistent performer in Strongman over the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Alexei Novikov.
Absolutely.
He has now not been off a podium since he didn't make the final for Worlds.
Yeah. Yeah.
And other than that, he's been
on
podium in every single competition he's done.
Yeah.
And another Giants Live win.
I believe this was a super chat from Christian saying, "You've grown back to your normal size since the Giants Live podcast." That was brilliant, wasn't it? I looked teeny tiny.
Squeezed in between me and Terry.
You looked tiny as well, though, because of the angle of the table. We were the furthest from the camera, so it was quite funny.
Ben Joyce is here with us.
Good evening, Ben. Ben is the scorer. I'd say
for
Giants
Live, but for so many competitions. Yes. Ben is probably busier than us. He's almost doing things every weekend. He is a big part of Strongman.
But he doesn't get any of the credit.
No, but Ben is awesome. Really, really great guy. And without him, these comps, he does such a good job with what he does. So, Ben, thank you from us and from everyone that enjoys Strongman. You do an amazing job, buddy.
And you can see Ben on some of our videos because he's taping the scores up to the door. And speaking of video, our behind the scenes is ready. But when it went up, some people are having problems with sound and visuals. So I've made it private while it runs its checks because YouTube, they introduced this thing a few months ago where it checks your whole video. And it seems like if people click on it quite quickly when it's running the checks, they can't always hear or see it. So rather than people feel like there's something wrong and they're missing out, we've, that was that comment. Yeah.
Thank you, Christian, for the super chat.
There we go.
All right, let's see what we've got. I mean,
Les is in charge.
No, I'll let you be in charge.
Yeah, thank you.
So we'll go through the results because there was some amazing performances, and obviously Mitch Hooper coming second in his first Giants Live, really, and we got to meet him and hang out with him.
Yeah, first time meeting Mitch.
Spoken to him, on the phone, and we communicate almost every day, but. It was great to meet him and his mum.
Yeah, his mum,
who was embarrassed by Mitch's socks. And can you blame her?
And some of the things that comes out of Mitch's mouth. He's got quite an offbeat sense of humor, hasn't he?
He does.
He's a funny guy.
He is. Well, he's a good guy, though. And
I really like him. Yeah.
I like
Strange guy. Oh, sorry, Train. We've got the windows open.
It's too hot to have them closed tonight.
Absolutely boiling. I was actually upstairs literally powdering my nose because it's so hot tonight.
There's Monica's on.
Monica Bager and saying that she loved the podcast we did with Terry and Darren. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that was good fun.
Yeah, couldn't believe it though. I was like, right, I need to do some filming. And then they're like, guys, you want to do some filming? I'm like, yes, here we go. I was like, hold on a minute, it's not for our channel. Never mind.
It was all good. Yeah. It's always good to talk Strongman with like-minded people. That's why we're here.
Darren Sadler is going to be doing Talking Strongman with you this week, isn't he?
So, yes.
Long awaited.
If anyone has questions for Darren, let me know.
Yes.
send them in and I'll try and remember.
No question too difficult for Darren.
Yeah, he's open for anything.
He's a straight down the line kind of guy. You can throw anything at him and nothing phases him. Here we go. Callum saying, amazing show. Me and my partner went our first Giants live and it was brilliant. That's a great first one to go.
I was talking to a lot of the people at the meet and greet afterwards, and there was a lot of first timers there who really enjoyed it. And how can you not? The Royal Albert Hall is just an incredible venue. You had Eddie Williams. We've got to talk about Eddie.
Oh, Eddie was, Eddie is, isn't he? I mean, we've met Eddie before, but it's been a few years.
It's been a few years. He's, been stuck over in Australia. It's been difficult to, well, he has. It's been difficult to get to any competitions, but he got this opportunity last minute, remember? But 17 hours on a plane direct to Heathrow. And the guy looked fresh as a daisy.
He did. He had a spring in his step.
Amazing performance in the Hercules hold, winning the Hercules hold, and just entertaining the crowd. He was just he's an amazing athlete.
Pleasure to be around as well. Just
very, very nice person.
Very humble. Monica saying, yay, excited for the behind the scenes. I think it's a really good one, Monica. So hopefully you'll all
quite a long one, isn't it?
It's an hour and 15 minutes. So please do space out some time. But I think it's, I had 3.5 hours of footage. So, and I can't put a 3.5 hour video out. It's unreasonable to expect people to watch anything that long. Yeah. But I do feel like it's the absolute best of, an hour and 15 minutes of footage in all that. So hopefully you will all enjoy it very, very much.
Dylan, as Hooper's coach, you must be proud of his performance. Yes, very proud. I'm not going to take too much credit from this one. I've only been working with Mitch for a month, but it's just great talking to him, trying to gauge where his mentality is. Often when you start coaching, so I coach a lot of people, and the first few months, you're trying to learn about that person's personality, what they react well to, trying to kind of get into their psyche and understand the kind of key points that will help them as an individual, because everyone's different. And that's something I think a lot of coaches don't appreciate. You've got to kind of work around your athletes, and I've got certain people I need to tiptoe around, and then there's other people I'm just brutal with. Yeah. And it varies from person to person. Luckily, I don't coach you.
Oh no.
But he was brilliant. There's weaknesses and there's things we can improve on. And when you think he's already doing that well and there's things that we can improve on, that's an exciting prospect from my point of view.
Yeah, I'm uncoachable. Someone here saying Eddie Williams what's showing. Hope he gets more invites. I hope so too. I'm so happy with Giants Live for not choosing the cheap and easy option. That sounds awful. I'm not saying the Strongman are cheap and easy. I mean in terms of travel and getting someone in.
The last couple of years have been very difficult for them. So it has been, let's go for the local choice.
Yeah.
They didn't go the local choice this time.
No, they went for the furthest possible choice. But I'm so glad they did.
Most likely most expensive as well.
Yeah. With no guarantee of him doing well, because he hasn't competed in a couple of years. If they could have paid however many £1,000 to get him over for him to come last. Yeah. But he did brilliant. I think it was a great choice, and I'm really glad that they went with Eddie.
Yeah, definitely.
Nicola saying that she loved Mitch's mustache comment. His mum was mortified. I was mortified. I'm sure Ashley, his fiance, is mortified as well if she gets around to watching it. Derek, evening, Loz and Liz, gutted I couldn't make it to the Fit Expo. You're going to be at Liverpool Strongman Team event. Yes, we will be.
We will be back in Liverpool. You couldn't make it to Liverpool last week.
No,
I was there, and
didn't miss anything.
You will be coming to the team comp as well.
Yes, it's going to be so interesting because half of Team USA don't like each other. I can't wait. It's going to be UK versus USA, but also USA versus USA.
No, it's going to be fine. It's going to be a fun, entertaining show. That's what it's going to be.
It's going to be.
I think it's going to be really. I don't think it's going to be like a stressful situation, So a lot of the individual comps athletes are really focused and serious. I think it'll be fun. It'll be exciting, entertaining. Yes, everyone will be on good behavior and putting on a great show.
We'll be on our good behavior anyway. Daryl Mitch looked genuinely over the moon with his performance yesterday. Really giddy. He did, didn't he? He'd be like, right, I'm done. He'd go, yay! He's a funny guy, isn't he?
He is.
But he's just a pleasure to watch, isn't he?
He is. His performance was great. The only event really we want to improve on for next time is the Farmer's Walk, and it's a little bit of lack of experience. From talking to Mitch beforehand, he was expecting 60 to 80 meters.
Yeah.
I know from experience using many, many different types of equipment that equipment varies, and some are easier than others. And he got a cut right into the kind of nook of his finger, which kind of affected his. Yeah, I think that possibly from the Hercules hold. Just that was pretty tough for the guys going Hercules hold into the farmers, and these are big, chunky farmers that are awkward.
Massive, weren't they?
I mean, Novikov's farmers were amazing, but I've got to point out a great performance by Paul Smith on that.
On the farmers, Paul was really
Smith
good. Yeah,
was behind. I think he was against Eddie Williams.
Yeah, he was.
And Eddie had gone ahead, and Paul looked like he was finished. And then he picked them up one last time and got one more length out of it. He kind of really dug deep. He really showed that he's a world-class strongman yesterday. And he was unlucky not to end up on the podium. Just towards the end of the competition, started to fade a little bit. We expected the deadlift to be a little bit of a weakness. And when we say weakness, you guys know I say this a lot, but we're talking about world level.
The deadlift to be a little bit.
Paul.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah. Paul Smith.
I thought we were talking about someone else. Sorry.
No.
Carry on.
Paul Smith. I think he got one.
He got one rep. Yeah.
So at that level, that's where you're dropping points. But other than that, he didn't put a foot wrong. His Hercules hold was awesome. His farmers were awesome. His dumbbell was really solid. So I think we're going to see more of Paul. It's been hard for him because he's the little guy, is often overlooked. And I think he did put in a really good performance. So I think he's going to at least get invited to more Giants Live. Yeah. Maybe, just maybe, he'll get a World's Strongest Man invite from this.
You never know. Michael, Darren is an absolute beast, but will there be someone to translate what he says for us in the US? Don't worry, because if you don't understand something, there's a high chance I won't either. So I will. Well, come again. Wow, you'll be the one interviewing him. You'll just have to do that subtle repetition of what he says.
I'll make sure you guys understand.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Darren's easy to understand once you kind of slow him down.
Once you slow him down, we'll get the subtitles up. Ben saying the arena's so loud, it's amazing. So happy. It's booked for the 8th of July next year already.
Yeah, tickets are on sale already.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's like you can feel the noise when it comes. It sort of goes up and it hits you again, and it's like a static electricity in the air. We haven't got that far yet because people saying that they'd watch a 3-hour behind the scenes. I think it's too much. I think I might be taking the mick a little bit with in terms of fair usage. Jamie, thank you so much for the super chat. Loved meeting you guys and everyone. I was fine in the queue till Loz spoke to me. I may have squealed a little bit inside. Fangirl moment. Met Gav, couldn't even get my arm to his shoulder. That guy is beeping huge, made me look small.
Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, Gav is huge. But did you see the guy? I posted a picture on my Instagram. There's a guy called Franz, I think his name is. He's a strongman fan from Germany. Came over to Dubai to watch a show, and he was back at the Giants Live. He's so funny. He went up to Terry. Terry and me were next to each other doing the meet and greet. Yeah. Came up for front of me. He said, "Oh, Terry, you're looking really big and really good." And this guy made Terry look tiny.
Yeah. How tall is he?
He's got to be
close
to 7 foot. Like, I mean, if it was Colin Bryce announcing him, he'd be 8'4".
Yeah.
But he has to be a genuine 7 foot.
Yeah,
it was massive.
Yeah, and
but a lovely guy,
big bloke as well.
Yeah, like, looked like he could do strongman.
Yeah, he looked like a Ted Vanderpar or someone, didn't he?
He'd be someone you think if we get him training, he'd be really good.
I'd watch 3.5 hours, 3.5 hours. That is something I can do. Yeah, I could do the whole thing for members. It would take a week to upload. It wouldn't take me that long to edit, but
he's going up. It'll probably go up after this or tomorrow morning.
Oh, what the actual? Yeah. They're talking about something.
No,
else,
I know they're talking about a full 3.5 hour behind the scenes.
Yeah, for members. If you guys want it, I've got the footage.
If members want it, we can put it up.
Yeah, we will do it for you. Yeah. There you go. What happened with Andy Black? He dislocated his shoulder. So we saw him at breakfast this morning. He came down in a sling. He dislocated it on his second attempt of the first weight.
Apparently, he did it on the first weight.
That's right. And they still attempted the 90 kilos. He said it didn't hurt. I think it didn't hit until afterwards because the adrenaline and everything else. But he ended up, and bless him, it was his birthday yesterday. He spent the whole evening in A&E waiting for an X-ray and just rubbish.
Hopefully he can get it sorted and be back because I should imagine he'll be doing Glasgow. He'll want to be performing there.
Yeah, he's not doing the Cardiff show, thankfully, but obviously he'll be wanting to do the show up in Scotland.
Absolutely.
So Andy B, if you are watching, we wish you all the best and happy birthday, mate. 33 years old.
Someone saying Mitch is guaranteed World's Strongest Man spot next year.
Yeah, Mitch is officially qualified for next year's World's Strongest Man. He didn't even realise. He's like, have I? And I can't remember who it was, but I'm pretty sure they'd invite him back. I was like, but still. still now he's guaranteed. Like, you want to qualify properly, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Then there'll be no question. Paris. Anyone else looking forward to Loz and Oberst in Liverpool?
I don't think me and Oberst is going to be the biggest issue. He's got bigger issues with some of the other guys on his own team.
Within his own team.
There's no real issue with me and Oberst other than a few kind of weird words, but there's some that have had pretty strong words with each other.
Yeah. We just hear things on the grapevine and we're like, oh, where's he got that from? Why has he said that then? It's quite one-sided.
You know, I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. Oberst will want to put on a show.
I'm sure. Dylan saying that Hooper's YouTube and socials have improved a lot since Worlds 2. Yeah, he's taking it really seriously.
He's got a videographer now, hasn't he?
Yeah,
and
he's got a full-time videographer that he's hiring, and but you have to, you know, like, you can be the best strongman in the world, but if you're rubbish at presenting yourself, then it's half the battle sometimes, isn't it? No, I feel like the signal isn't good tonight.
No,
I think
we're plugged in. Hopefully, if anyone's having issues listening or seeing us, just let us know. But we have got the cable plugged in, so hopefully it's okay.
Yeah. Oh, it's the thing is gone now. I think it's the heat.
Yeah.
Victor, Liz is finally behind the computer, not trolling the comments. No, I'm done trolling you all. To be fair, I only troll Lozzie.
Giving me crap again.
No, I wasn't. It was when you were online with Dan and Dale. Yeah. Just in case people found you all boring, I entertained them with the comments.
You're definitely a little more entertaining than the three of us.
Wow.
It's more of a knowledgeable one when me, Dan, and Dale. Well, yeah.
I was going to say, is it not knowledgeable when it's you and I?
Maybe from a coaching point of view.
Okay, yeah, I don't care about any of that crap.
No, in terms of strongman knowledge, Liz knows more than all of us.
I was going to say, I bet I know more than Dan. Well, maybe, I don't know. I know more than Dan.
They're both big strongman fans.
Yeah.
They know lots.
Dale knows a lot. No offense to that. Yeah. Luke was at the show. Seeing Kearney do the dumbbells was insane.
How good was Rob on those dumbbells? Yeah. I mean, we expected Novikov to be incredible at them, but Rob as well. He was awesome.
Yeah.
I was taking the mick out of Rob, though, because he's got diddy little hands.
Teeny tiny hands.
And it wasn't the best competition for a man with diddy little hands.
No, and it was quite funny because after he let go of the Hercules hold, he's like apologizing for his little hands. He did like a mini jazz hands, which I thought was quite funny. Poor Rob. But it was great to see him really embrace the whole thing, and because like the walk-on music he had, It's Raining Men. And I was like, did they choose that for you? And he was like, oh, no, it was kind of a half and half thing. I asked them he asked the organizers, what sort of vibe do you want to go for? And they were like, have fun. So he put it right out there. And but it was great, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Because you've got like Evan, it's time to play the game. You know, it's all very serious. And then you've got It's Raining Men for Rob. I know which one I'd rather listen to.
I saw, where was it?
What have you lost, Lazo?
I don't know. It was someone asking a question about Evan. Okay. I can't find it now, but yeah, Evan, and it was you mentioning Evan there because Evan was in agony.
He was.
Evan, in the warm-ups for the dumbbell, you could just see his shoulder. He was having real issues with it. Every single rep, even just trying to get it to his shoulder, you could see the pain on his face. And I've felt that pain before. Yeah, I know what it's like. It came to the walk-on, and he put on a show. He wasn't going to tell anyone about it. He was kind of like focused on trying to kind of block it out, I guess. And he's coming out to the game, the Triple H entrance music, doing his
spray thing. Do you know what? My behind the scenes is actually really and it just goes to show what a warrior Evan is, because I've got him out back trying to warm up on this dumbbell, the dumbbell coming down hard on his shoulder, him over in the corner, head down, clearly not happy and in a lot of pain, and then cut to his walk on where he's putting on a show for everyone. And it goes to show he didn't give up, and it was worth it. He was half a point behind Mitch in the end. He nearly got second place.
You think the pain that he was in that first event, and it's a real bad performance where normally he's a good dumbbell presser. Shore Classic last year, he was top 3 on the dumbbell.
Yeah,
something like that. He's done very well at dumbbell events, and you can just tell there was just no power in that shoulder. The agony he was going through, and he fought, and it affected him on a few events, because even the Hercules hold, he was about 10-15 seconds down on what he did last year. He kept fighting. Even his deadlift was down on what he did last year. Yeah, but he didn't give up, and he had a real good stone run. Ended up 3rd place on the podium. I think Evan is his biggest enemy, his own head. You know, anyone else would have probably pulled out
Yeah.
and just thought, okay, I need to go and rehab this. And I hope now he focuses on rehabbing that, because Evan at 100% is an incredible strongman. He's had a little bit of run of bad luck in terms of injuries. We need to see him back to his best if he wants to challenge the likes of the Novikovs, because he's got incredible talent.
Yeah.
You know, I'd love to look after him, just kind of,
Yeah.
you know, just shake him and say, look, you are just one of the most gifted guys out there.
We could put him upstairs and just feed him and nurture him, and you take him to the gym. And
I don't know if we could cope with that, but
I don't know if he could cope with it.
he couldn't cope with me nagging him all the time.
No, but I feel like he needs a bit of mothering.
Yeah, he's tremendously talented, and you know, even with the things going against him, he's still helping the other athletes. He still wants the other athletes to do well. He's not that bad guy that is portrayed sometimes.
And again, I've got him on my behind the scenes video helping Alexi out with Taki, and they're all helping each other. There's no, and don't click. So now, why did he choose Bobby T if he's not pals with him? Giants Live chose the teams, no matter what they say. Giants Live, they chose the athletes for this, and obviously they were just choosing UK or USA. And the captain, it's a figurehead. It's not. It's not like
a. Didn't choose anyone.
No. It's all Colin, Darren, Giants Live team. Yeah, very much so. Oh yeah, here we go. Ben, signal's fine. I'm on the train home. It's working for me. Thanks for letting us know. Joe Baxter, thank you for becoming a member.
Thank
Clearly
you,
waiting for that 3.5 hour long behind the scenes video.
Thank you for joining us.
And then what have we got here? Daniel, thank you so much for the super chat. Hey, Loz, I'm Fizzy Lizzie. Was there last night. Novikov is a hero. Was so close to the stage. And Loz, you look like you could still compete. Loz 23 Albert Hall. He thought he was going to have to when everyone started pulling out. You text Colin, didn't you? Do you need me to lace up my strongman boots?
I said, do you need me to come out of retirement one last time? But no, these guys. Yeah, the reality is I probably could compete if I gave myself a good amount of time to train, but I'm not going to challenge to win, and I'm going to go through a lot of pain just to try and get there. So I'm more than happy, sat back, enjoying watching what these guys do. I don't have the drive to put myself through it anymore. I am very much enjoying watching these guys, coaching a lot of guys now and girls, and you know, working with people from people that just want to get in shape, people that want to compete at World's Strongest Man, can be people that want to just get a bit stronger. It's lovely. Seeing people progress is very rewarding for me, and being involved as heavily as I am without having to compete and kill my body, it feels nice.
Look, Tom did a comment, which I clicked on, and then I realized he also did a super chat. Let's go to your super chat, Tom. I can see it's similar. Tom Outdoors, thank you so much for the super chat. Great show, was there and got to meet the athletes before and after. All such lovely guys. I felt so tiny next to them. Great to meet you, Loz. Shame I didn't get a photo of Liz. I'm sorry, Tom. Very impressed with Mitch. Yes,
thank you,
Mitch,
Tom.
Very impressive.
Do you know what? Yesterday was a really nice bunch of guys.
Yeah, it was lovely. Really lovely.
Some of the new faces. Spencer Rimmick, he was really impressive. Spencer reminds me of Johannes Aho. Like, no incredible events, but certainly no weaknesses either. Every single event, really solid performer, put in a really great performance.
He did.
You know, especially for his first major arena show. And he wasn't far off at OSG either, was he?
No, he wasn't. He actually tied on points with Pavlo Cordiaca, but he lost on the stone rule because Pavlo beat him on the stones.
But you can see, like, one of the hard things with when you go to the really high level comps is the guys are so good that if you are just steady, sometimes you don't quite get enough big points. Sometimes if you've got like a weapon, I know I kind of say that jokingly, but you know, like Terry was always so good at truck pulling, so you get big points on that. I was really good at yoke or frame or farmers and stuff. If you've got events where you can beat anyone in the world at, it helps. When you go to World's Strongest Man or these Giants live shows, if you're just steady, sometimes you don't quite get enough points to really challenge for a podium. But I think if he improves just a little bit more, it's going to be a handful.
Daryl here saying, I was gutted when we found out that Felix tweaked his wrist during the dumbbell ahead of the Hercules hold. Should world record attempts like this be shifted to event 1? We have a theory about what happened here.
Can I?
Yeah, go on.
I don't think Mark's wrist is too bad. That's my personal opinion. I think maybe Mark's making small excuses there just you know,
but with good reason.
With good reason.
Explain.
I think
better.
I don't think Mark likes pressure and being forced to be different from everyone else. Mark is a very mild-mannered, humble person.
Shy.
He doesn't like to be put on this pedestal
No.
sometimes. He's exceptionally a great athlete and his grip is exceptional. But I think in recent times, because he has such an incredible grip, there's been an expectation and a pressure that he's going to break the record every single time he does it. And I don't think Giants Live should change the rules just for Mark Felix doing the Hercules hold. Initially, when you come, I think he was last or second from last on the dumbbell. He needs to be going in the reverse order on the Hercules hold. And I think Mark would prefer that. I genuinely do. I think Mark, if he just kind of goes out when he's supposed to go out, not given any special treatment, will perform better.
Yeah, because he doesn't want special treatment. Like you said, he's not like that, is he?
Yeah.
He doesn't thrive off of attention. He thrives off of going in,
being
people not expecting much from him, and then he does better.
Yeah. And if you look, like Eddie was one of the first guys out and ended up winning the Hercules hold.
Yeah.
It's you know, he's so good at it, but when you start saying, all right, Mark, we want you to kind of break this record, or there's prize money on the line, extra prize money for Mark, he just doesn't seem to cope as well. No, when he kind of goes in under the radar, no one's talking about it, that's when Mark's at his best.
Yeah.
And I think that's when we're going to see a record from him on that type of event. But Mark's incredible. He still had an amazing performance last night. I mean, that deadlift performance was brilliant. He almost got 5 reps. Had a little lie down afterwards.
That was really funny because everyone like started panicking, and I was like, "Can't a 56-year-old man lie down under a bar without everyone panicking that he's dead?"
Yeah. But Mark will be back. He looked in good shape.
Yeah, he looked great. He looked, and like after he got that bit out of the way, I think he was disappointed with the Hercules hold because he feels like he's let people down. Once he got over it, like he looked like he was having fun. He touched my hair with his tacky fingers. I was like, "What are you doing, Mark?" And he goes, "I couldn't resist." I was like, "Stop being a child, bloody resist." God, I can understand an accident.
I just think Mark, just under normal circumstances, is a better performer.
Yeah, he is.
He doesn't want that special treatment. And you know, we've seen a few times now where he's been given that and it's kind of not worked out.
No, yeah, totally agree. Jamie here, thank you for the super chat. That guy had to be 7 foot minimum. Sure, he was taller than Gav. I saw him get picked up. He pick up. Well, I see him get a pick with Mitch in his arms. That's right.
Yeah, I'm sure Mitch tagged it.
Yeah. If you look in Mitch Hooper's stories, he's cradling Mitch Hooper like a baby. It's brilliant. The guy, you come up to his nipple barely.
Oh,
I mean,
honestly.
You're slightly further from the camera. You should if you airdrop it to the laptop, I can show everyone that photo because it is genuinely hilarious if you haven't seen it. Oh, but yeah. It's no good. It's quite funny. It reminded me of like I can't remember who the presenter was, but they used to have someone, I think it was for Ultimate Strongman, present the Strongman shows. But he was a giant. He was bigger than the athletes.
Martin
and it was like,
Bayfield.
Yeah, you're supposed to get a small guy to make the athletes look like something really special.
Yeah, I remember doing an interview with Martin and Terry Hollins.
And you're looking up.
And I'm just looking up at this. And then people, when they meet me, they're like, "Oh, you're a lot taller in real life," because I look like a midget on TV.
Because you're always stood next to freakishly tall people. Oh. Okay, Turk, thank you for the super chat, Turk. What's a bigger lie, Lozzie? Eddie being 6'4" or Novikov being less than 300 pounds?
Eddie is not 6'4". He's just not. How heavy is Novikov? Novikov is over 300 pounds.
Yeah.
He's probably about 310, 315.
Yeah.
Oh. Did you get the picture?
Oh, hold on. Can you all still see and hear us? Yay. Sorry, I don't know if we went anywhere. I'm just going to add the picture so you can all see it because I think it's worth faffing about. So which is the bigger lie? I think there's a chance that Novikov sometimes slips under 300. I don't think there's ever a chance Eddie shoots up to 6'4". Yeah. So there you go. That's the bigger lie. Is this it, Lazo? Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Here we go. It's just uploading.
It is funny.
Hopefully...
Remember, I'm 6'2". I'm not a midget.
Yeah, look at this guy. I'm not laughing at him. I'm laughing at you.
That is a tall man.
That is a tall man. Look at him. He should be competing.
I said that to him.
Right. There we go. Thank you, tall guy. Oh, that was funny. Right. What have we got here? We're falling behind. We're falling behind.
No, okay.
Oh, Prescat, thank you for the super chat. Saw Brian's new home gym. Over or under 150,000?
I haven't seen it. I know he's got some expensive home gyms. His gym is amazing. Brian's doing amazingly well for himself, and fair play. But I certainly can't afford a gym like that.
I wouldn't let you have a bloody gym like that. I could think of better things I'd like you to spend money on, Lottie. Gav the chipolata. Oh, God, speaking of sausages, you have to see Ken McClellan's hands. I've got that on the behind the scenes as well. I can't wait for you all to see it. We were putting hands against faces because Loz has been watching slap fights. But Ken McClellan has a massive, chunky hand, doesn't he?
Oh, ridiculous.
Proper mitts. So, yeah, I mean, Gav, he's just average size nowadays.
Gav's a big man.
Yeah, I know Gav. Gav's huge.
Some of these strongmen, they're just getting bigger all the time.
Oh, here's a funny one, Michael. The Facebook live stream worked perfectly. That's good to hear. Didn't Kaz say America will be proud of you to Mitch a number of times? Did anyone tell him he's Canadian? Yeah, he did say that.
Did he?
Yeah, he said, I heard it once at the end. America's proud of you. I guess the North America, the continent, isn't inaccurate. But, yeah, to be fair, Mitch has a weird accent because the Australian twang in there. It's very hard to place him, isn't it? So, well, I think we'll give Kaz a pass with that one. Yeah, there you go. Someone saying you probably meant North America. Probably didn't, but we'll give Kaz a pass anyway. There we go. Always look forward to Sunday live chats. Thank you so much. Told my daughter you might do a shout out for me. Could you say hi to Vienna? Thanks. Hi, Vienna.
Hi, Vienna.
There you go. We did the shout out. Oh, look, people were talking about this guy. He was 2.1.
He was tall. That's all you need to know. He was really tall.
Yeah.
And doesn't need to exaggerate about his height. He's genuinely tall.
Lars 5'7" confirmed.
I'm just a midget.
Yeah.
It's so funny when I meet people, like they are usually shocked by how tall I am.
Yeah, I know.
Because they think I am some kind of little dumpling.
Yeah, they do. I got nervous when Liz says, speaking of sausage.
So I get nervous when she does as well.
Leiden, did you get the bagel slicer? We did. Thank you so much. Where is it? I meant to message you. It was quite funny.
Leiden watched my video on my day of eating, and he wasn't impressed with the way I was cutting a bagel. So he sent this to us.
It's a bread slicer, so Lozzie doesn't have to risk
so I've still got
cutting his fingers.
Thank you very much for sending that through. It was very kind.
Loz was so excited to see a package came through the door for him.
I know. I was like, it's usually just for Liz. Everything that turns up is for Liz.
He's like, I've got something. I don't even remember ordering anything. Who is this tall guy? He's a Strongman fan.
He's just a fan, but really lovely guy. Very strong, just to be picking up strongmen as well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Mitch Hooper can't be light. He's like 340 pounds. What's he weigh?
It's probably about 325.
Yeah. He's
a big dude.
There we go.
New Auntie Liz t-shirt. Speaking of sausage.
So anyway, we're caught up on comments. So was there anything else about the competition you wanted to talk about specifically?
There was so much that I wanted to talk about with the competition. I'm just trying to think of positionings and where everyone. Obviously, Andy Black pulled out after the first event, unfortunately. Someone just asked, why didn't Ken do better? Ken McClellan, who came second at the Masters OSG. This is his first comp of this caliber. I don't think he did badly at all.
No,
it's just a really high level.
Yeah,
not
his best events in there either. If we look at some of the events that he was really good at OSG, this was quite different. He said he knew the dumbbell wasn't going to be very good for him. He doesn't have good shoulder mobility. A common issue with some of the older guys, isn't it? And also, he said he tore his tricep on a circus dumbbell in 2016. And he hasn't touched it since. So, yeah, probably a little bit nerve-wracking for him too. And despite the ridiculous hands, he said he doesn't have, it's not like
I think he said he's got some kind of issue with one of his fingers that's kind of been injured before.
I was wondering if maybe they were too chunky, because Zydrunas has that. I mean, Zydrunas' hands aren't that big in length.
Zydrunas' hands are small,
but they're very thick, aren't they?
A few guys have that issue where they're just like thick and chunky and they can't quite lock in as tight. But I
thought he did well though, and he was a nice guy, wasn't he?
But he's a great strongman. It's just he's very good at like throwing events.
Yeah,
his stones are solid, but he was struggling with the heat. And I mean, the inside the Royal Albert Hall was like a furnace yesterday. It was so hot. The guys were just sweating nonstop.
Ken, it was so funny. I don't know if anyone's ever seen Airplane, the film, where he's trying to land the plane and there's literally water pouring. Like that. Ken was like that out back, warming up for the deadlift. And I was like, Ken, are you okay? And he said, this this deadlift suit's squeezing me like a wet sponge. But that's exactly what it looked like.
There is the man himself, Franz.
Franz the giant. It was great meeting you guys yesterday. For the questions, I'm 6'11" and around 175 kilos. If Loz wants to coach me, I'll compete.
Let's make it happen, Franz. We need to get you competing and doing strongman.
Yeah,
you could, just the way you picked up some of those strongmen, you'd find. I think Franz would find the events come quite naturally to him.
Yeah,
probably take a little bit of time working on in terms of gym strength.
Yeah,
but he'd have some incredible natural talent to start with. So
how
Franz,
old are you, Franz? Let us know in the comments.
Franz, if you want coaching, contact me, buddy. We'll make it happen.
We'll make a star out of you.
I'll be like his little WWE manager in the background.
Yes.
Shouting crap at the other guys.
Yes. Give me a job too, please.
But Franz, it was lovely to see you again. I know we met in Dubai, but it was great to see him come to one of the Giants live shows.
There we go. Brian here saying, every time I watch Novikov, his inner strength and heart amaze me. That standing ovation was a tearjerker. Novikov is such a great person to watch. He's a good person to be around backstage. He's a delight, isn't he?
Yeah, he's. I mean, you watch him backstage and you kind of question whether he's in great shape, and then suddenly from nowhere, this ridiculous amount of power comes out when it's time to perform, and he's pushing himself and he's in pain and he's kind of, you see him backstage and he suffers, but when it's time to go out, he kind of puts on this brave face and digs deep. And you think of that, how often he competes and how often he's on the podium.
Yeah, it's incredible.
He really is.
And everything he's going through, like in his personal life with his country, everything that's going on right now on top of that as well. I had an interesting comment with Mitch, conversation with Mitch. He was saying, it seems like the guys who have a lot more going on in their lives and who just have great lives do better. And I think there's something to that. There's no desperation. They do it for their love of it. And it's just...
I think that's very important to have something else in your life. I think when strongman is everything, or when anything is everything, you kind of... you lose the love of it for a little bit. And you put this external pressure on yourself. I know... I want to try and pick the right wording. There's a girl I used to train, and she's very good, but she was scared to compete because she was scared of coming last. And I was like, well, you might come last, but you might not. Unless you go in and do it, you never know. I mean, if I was too scared to compete, I've placed anything from first to last in strongman competitions. Every single position I've been, at some point in my career. And you just learn from the losses and you kind of move on. But if you can enjoy it and you can have everything else in your life in place, it does take that pressure off and you can just go and perform. And you do see, Lissis has his life kind of pretty sorted outside of strongman. He's laid back. He enjoys doing other things. Mitch is the same.
Alexi's the same.
Alexi's the same. And some of the guys that you can just see it means everything to them. Sometimes it's painful to watch.
It can consume them a bit too much sometimes.
And it's, for me, it's worse when it's not even the elite level.
Yeah.
It's like the lower level down, and that they can put everything into it. And strongman's tough. You need to enjoy it first and foremost.
Tom Outdoors, thank you for the super chat. Can you give a shout out to my other half, Dawn? Say hi, Dawn.
Hey, Dawn.
Who is watching? She was also there last night. What was your favorite standout performance last night?
Oh, my favorite performance.
Probably Alexi's dumbbells.
Do you know what? I like Rob's dumbbell. I like watching, him perform. He's always so happy. Eddie Williams.
I missed his Hercules hold. I was most upset.
Hercules hold's a weird one because for about 50 seconds it's boring.
Yeah.
And then kind of when you get close to that minute and the crowd start going crazy, it's
see the
really
face
cool.
Starts to contort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed watching Paul Smith's Farmers because to come from behind and the way he did was very impressive. Novikov's deadlift.
Oh yeah, 7 reps. The first, they all look like speed reps. He didn't look uncomfortable at any point during that, did he?
Bear in mind, we watched his warm-ups.
I've filmed his warm-ups.
Yeah, you guys will get to see.
Yeah.
And you think, how can he go from that to that?
Yeah,
it just doesn't make sense.
You actually asked him as well.
Yeah, no, I asked him.
Yeah,
but he's got this ability to dig deep. You know, that fight or flight kind of. He recreates that sensation, and he just brings it.
I was happy to finally spot Auntie Liz on the stage during the Stones. Oh yeah, I went straight into the middle at that point. Before I was like doing my commando crawling near the platforms. But
yeah,
I always try. I'm trying to not get on TV, not get in the cruiseway, and not block anything for the audience. So yeah, those are my 3, but also try and get a decent view. So, those are the things I'm thinking of as I'm slithering around the stage floor like a complete weirdo. Okay, will you guys be at the deadlift world at the World Deadlift Championships? Asked Henry. Yes, we will.
We will actually. Rauno deadlifting 450 kilos today.
Yes.
That was impressive.
Yes, said it felt a bit hard. Didn't look that hard, did it?
Well,
there was a slight sticking point.
I mean, people are like, oh, I don't think 505 is there. I don't think Rauno has 505 in his head, to be honest.
No, 475.
I think that's his target. And I think 475 will be amazing.
450 is 10 kilos more than the Masters World Record on the deadlift. So
yeah,
let's
so that if he just does 1,000 pounds, it will be a Masters deadlift world record.
Yeah, that's true.
I think he's capable of 475.
I think so too. Yeah,
and then he's a bit beat up at the moment, so
he's going to stay in England for a few days with us. So you're going to get more fun with Rauno. But I'm looking forward because he's got Romark and Martins with him right now. So looking forward to seeing the videos that come out of that because I've seen the pictures.
It should be fun.
That was enough.
Yeah.
Look, everyone's getting excited. Franz, World's Strongest Man 2023. Yes, all aboard the hype train.
Franz, we need to make this happen. Lost can be Harvey Wimpleman. Do you know who Harvey Wimpleman is?
Is he that fat guy in the suit?
He's a wrestling manager.
Oh, okay. Not the fat wrestling manager, the creepy looking one.
No, Paul Bear.
Yeah, is that him? Oh, right, sorry. No. There you go.
I'm going to have to make Liz watch some old WWE now.
35. That's fine, Franz.
Mark Felix started at 37. So
yeah, exactly.
There we go.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Age is just a number. It's all about miles on the clock, isn't it?
Pound that like button, folks.
Pound it.
That's one way of asking thank you, Joey.
Yeah. Oh no, Sai bypassed your super chat. Let me go find it, Sai. Let's do a little dance while I.
There's Sai.
There we go. Sorry about that, Sai. Didn't Neil call Eddie Williams Eddie Raynor?
Do you know what? I don't really listen to Kaz and Neil when I'm at the show. There's nothing against Kaz and Neil. I just don't listen.
Tuning it out.
I just switch off and I'm focused on what's going on. So he might have, but I didn't hear it.
I heard some funny pronunciations, especially of Rob's surname, Rob Cohn. It's like the second syllable was missing.
Okay.
I don't know if it was deliberate or what. Here you go.
You best be in charge of that.
Yeah. There we go.
Look who's in the chat.
Rongo Keen, thank you for the super chat. Sending love to you both. Can't wait to see you in Australia.
We could well be coming in January to Australia. That is the hope. We will be in Oz early next year. So
another incredibly talented strongman in Australia who we would love to see at a Giants live show, wouldn't we?
Well, if we go over to Australia, we will definitely be going to see Rongo.
Yes. Oh, God, yes. Rongo will be the star of Big Loz Official. He may replace Loz.
Rightly so.
Rightly so. You could just be a silent partner, Lozzie. No, I'm joking. I love you.
I question it sometimes.
Cheeky cat. Finest Jelly Bean, thank you for joining us and thank you for the super chat. Now you have a bagel slicer, you need a rice cooker. It will change your life. We have a rice cooker. That's too much hassle. Loz likes his microwavable basmati rice.
Where's our rice cooker?
Our rice cooker is over there in that corner of the kitchen. It's just there. It's near the kettle. It's there. There's a rice cooker right there.
I need a wife that cooks.
I need a husband that edits. Also, slap fighting in World's Strongest Man 2023.
I hope
Absolutely not. God, can you imagine?
I've been mesmerized by this slap fighting stuff, and it is sheer sort of car crashy sort of. I made you watch one, didn't I?
Yeah, to be honest, I can't get enough of it. I'm like, God, slap him silly. But yeah,
but there's rules to it. It's not just
of
like you just
course.
whack them. But
yeah, not even
yeah.
allowed to flinch.
I think I'd be pretty good.
Yeah,
I think hard slap.
I think Ken McClelland would be quite good with one of those.
Yeah, Jesus.
Tennis rackets.
It'd be like a wooden club smashing you around the head.
Mark has the hand, but not the aggression.
Do you remember when I slapped Mark and he didn't like it?
That was on the back, not around the face. But yeah. Before deadlift.
I slapped it was Janasha asked me to slap him once and he didn't like it. He didn't ask me again.
Oh really? You slapped too hard.
Apparently so.
There you go. What's this? Ryan, Loz, we know that you are genuinely in favor of more events and more athletes, but if you were organizing an event like Forza Bruta with a few events and a few athletes, what events would you like to see? God, they only have
Forza Bruta is more of an exhibition than a competition.
Yeah.
It's basically a chance to showcase strongman. So if you're doing it every year, you should probably vary the events every year to keep it exciting.
But if you could only do 3 events, come on.
Well, this is something I want to see. Okay, 4 events.
All right,
and it's something I've kind of been thinking about for a while. I want to see a contest where we have a raw deadlift, squat, bench press,
sounds like powerlifting,
and log lift.
Oh God, that sounds
no. No suits, no straps. Who is statically the strongest man in the world? So you can have like the best powerlifters and strongmen, but I want to see the squat without a monolift.
Yeah.
Just knee wraps and a belt. I want to see the deadlift without straps and without a suit. No sumo. And I want to see log overhead and bench press. No super arch.
I'd be interested to see. I'd watch it, obviously. I'd be interested to see the results. It's not the most compelling.
No, but it's a test to find out statically, who's a strong. I'm more of a fan of the kind of varied strongman events, but I think if we take the straps and the suits away for deadlifting, and we use like a stiff bar or like an old fashioned power bar, we can compare what guys now are doing compared to like the likes of Kazma, which I think would be interesting because I think guys are stronger now. I don't think they're 100 kilos stronger in terms of the deadlift.
No, definitely
I think it would probably be 20 to 30 kilos, the difference. Squatting is just an amazing test of all-round body strength.
Yeah.
But we need good judging in terms of depth. Yeah. And then log, I think, is kind of requires the most amount of tricep and shoulder strength out of all the overhead events. I think axle and like a Olympic type lift is a little bit more technical, but the log, you need strong shoulders and triceps. Some of the lightweight guys have got away with jerking it, but when you look at the absolute best, they are the big shouldered, tricep, big waisted, powerful brutes like Bibby, Iron Bibby, Eddie Hall, Zdrunas. They're all they're the 3 top log lifters you'd probably pick.
Can we move on to more fun stuff now?
Right, that is fun. Like, come on, guys, back up with me. Back me up. That would be awesome to see, wouldn't it? A competition to see who is the strongest strongman on the planet.
Malcolm reminds me of when Monty Python was slapping each other with fish. If you're into that sort of thing, Malcolm, on our TikTok,
slap each other with tortillas.
With tortillas, yes.
And
Rauno, of course. Yes, of course. Oh, Brad, I feel like I need to address this. Liz needs a self-backing up car. To be fair, in my defense, it's a long car. It's a 7-seater. And also, that car park, there's a pillar in the parking space. And
in front and behind,
there was like no space. And I was like, oh, man. And I couldn't see. There was too many blind spots. So I was like, do you want me to do it for you? And I was like, yeah. And I thought I'll make a bit of a joke out of it for my video. But I usually park the car fine.
Did you show everyone that I was driving home today? Because apparently I never drive.
In my Instagram stories of you looking very smug driving the car with your nose high in the air. And then I got a load of messages about the fact that you had your phone on your lap.
Bench press and log for Trey. He's awesome at bench and log.
Yeah.
Very
He's
strong.
biased then, isn't he? No, bench straight.
He's going to be benching and log lifting even more soon.
Deadlift, front squat, and log press. This sounds like a terrible, terrible event.
No, it's a great
event.
No
backlift.
No backlift. Backlift is a hard one to train. We want things that people can train everywhere.
Okay. I get static on my TV.
Yeah, Brian knows the score.
Let's go, everyone. Hit that like button. Show your support. Okay. So how about a super total meet using an axle for all lifts?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Max hamstring curl, someone's saying. Dylan's with you. Let's make it happen.
Yes, Dylan. Dylan knows.
God.
Backlift.
Yeah.
People wanting the backlift.
Oh, Brad, I was just joking. I live in the country. When I go to any city, for the life of me, I can't parallel park here. I used to have to parallel park in London all the time. It's very stressful. Very stressful. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Hi, guys. It's Warren. We met last night, had an approved selfie with Auntie Liz, and showed Loz an old picture together, which he couldn't believe. Thanks for your time. Oh, was that with your fat face?
Fat Loz. I was like, whoa, that guy's chunky.
Yeah, you got a big face.
Yeah.
Haven't you?
I've still got a big face.
Yeah. Here we go. Nesta asked if there was a 7-foot world's strongest man. There was. Ted van der Paar.
Ted van der Paar from the Netherlands.
Yes. We might be doing a talking strongman with him soon.
Yeah, we're going to try. We are going to try.
Yeah. Okay. It sounds like an amazing comp, Loz. Please don't enable and encourage him, guys.
Don't be upset that people like my ideas, Auntie Liz.
Auntie Liz. Just call me Auntie Liz.
Just because you want sack shoveling or what is it?
Shit shoveling.
And wood chopping. And murder ball.
Yes, the log chop. Oh, come on. That was brilliant. OB dragging it around like he's walking a dog on a lead. At least
OD, not OB.
OB. Oh yeah, OD. Sorry. At least Kaz pronounced Alexi's name right this time. He remembers it because Alexi rhymes with sexy. Most definitely. Yes, the sausage hold, Lou. The sausage hold. These are the classic events that we really need to see.
Hold.
The cheese hold. Yes. The Loz classic. There you go.
Remember the cheese deadlift?
The cheese.
Yeah,
yes, of course. Tom McGee broke a world record on it, didn't he?
I've tried to get Tom for a talking strongman. He's not having any of it.
No.
Well, he just doesn't reply.
Yeah.
Go and hound Tom McGee for me. Let's get him on.
Don't let Liz put your great ideas down.
I don't worry. Our most popular videos have been my ideas.
They have, not implemented by him in any way, but they have been his ideas, to be fair. I don't have a very creative mind.
The problem is neither of us do.
No.
I'm better at doing what I do.
Yeah. Sometimes you get a bit carried away and over ambitious with certain things.
No. Like I get these good ideas and you're just like trying to beat me down. I'm like, no, the people need to see this.
Trying to beat you down.
Trying to bully me. I'm not having any of it. I'm pretty laid back, but then the foot goes down and that's it, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, Sai. That was in the Pure Strength. What year was it? Was it 89?
Something like that. Yeah. 88, 89, something
it
like
was, that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I'm certain it was 89.
And Odie's pulling his log along like a dog on a lead. They were entertaining comps.
Oh, who was it? It was one of the British guys jumped on it and it didn't go well, did it? Landed on him. He must have broken some ribs. It was an absolute mess, that competition, but very, very entertaining.
Need Laws to react to some old WWF matches. He has a lot of knowledge. I do about the old stuff. I don't watch it anymore, but I loved wrestling back in the day.
Quick comment there from Chandler. Love seeing these giant humans lift these massive weights, but seeing guys like Paul and Rob right up there with them is definitely inspiring for us average heighted guys.
Absolutely. Yeah, guys like Rob, guys like Paul, it shows that anyone can do this stuff. But let's remember, they've been training for years. A lot of people think that they're going to get to that level. I had a conversation with an athlete of mine the other day. He's 1.5 years, 2 years into training, and he thinks he should be at World's Strongest Man. I'm like, it takes time. Paul has been training, I think, 10 or 11 years. Rob, even longer, I think. You know, it takes time to develop that kind of strength. Just keep working at getting a little bit better every single session. That's the goal.
Yeah.
Little improvements, and over time, it pays off.
I don't think it was Jamie. That who was
Jamie,
it?
it was Mark Higgins.
Mark Higgins, the really big guy, wasn't he?
6'10".
Yes,
I think he was about.
Yeah,
he was a tall guy.
Yeah, but I think he was teamed up with Jamie. Yeah, he would have been, because I'm pretty sure Jeff refereed it, didn't he? And Jamie was competing in it. Yeah. It was so funny actually. Kaz brought that up with yesterday. Like, Kaz calls me Auntie Liz now, which is really weird, and he goes, Auntie Liz, and I'm so scared of what he's going to say next. I'm like, yes, Kaz. And he's like, and Magnus was there, and he's going, oh, 999. We're at blah 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 castle, and what was he saying? We're about to do this race, and I'm literally going, I know exactly what you did, Kaz. But I let him continue, and he's like, and this archway is a little bit narrow, and I said to Magnus, oh, there might be a little bit of contact in here. But obviously he sent Magnus absolutely flying, and Magnus's barrel went. Well, we all know what happened there. But
Magnus and Kaz together are entertaining.
Magnus on his own is entertaining. He's such a child. I've got him on my video, like playing peekaboo behind the Atlas Stone thing. He is like, he just wants attention.
Let's acknowledge this.
There we go. Brett, hey, Loz and Liz, watching this while I do my event training. My question is, what is something you as a young athlete would have asked a veteran in a seminar like Shaw or Big Z or Kaz?
Oh, that's a good question. I hope training is going well.
What would you have asked them?
What would I have asked them? I've probably asked them lots of questions in the past. I'm just trying to think. It's very hard to think of like a one question to ask those guys. There's always things that crop up on your mind, and speaking to experienced athletes like that is always, I've learned a lot from the likes of Zadrunas. Even just, I used to speak to Zadrunas all the time when I was competing against him a lot. We shared hotel rooms and stuff like that. But just watching them, sometimes you pick up, tips and just being around them. What one thing would
What if you went to a seminar just when you wanted to get into it and you were just strength training, say before your first competition? Probably nothing. Not a good question. You wouldn't have asked anything. You would have just listened and took it all in, wouldn't you?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of something interesting that I would have asked. I would have asked, what originally, like the normal types of questions. What kind of food do you eat? How should I structure my training? My pressing was always a weakness. So I remember meeting Ollie Thompson and asking his routine and stuff like that. And eventually you realize it's not really the routine. There's certain weaknesses or differences you have as athletes in terms of build, leverage. You got to find what works for you and what is going to help you as an athlete. But I was someone that liked to pick a lot of people's brains and take little things from everyone and figure out what was best for me. So, I think because I'm looking back now and thinking, well, I'm not really built similar to Zadrunas, so I don't lift the same as him, but I would pick little things that would help, and just being around those type of people, you do start picking up things that help.
Presumably, this is Marcel. Hello, Marcel. Marcel of Strongman Champions League. Hey, Loz and Liz. Calvin de Ruyter won his third title, Holland's strongest man, for the third time this weekend. George Solomon, son of Simon Solomon, came second, and Calvin de Jong, is that? Or De Jong? Third. Fantastic show with 4,000 spectators.
Fantastic. Holland put on some great competitions.
Yeah, they do. And I'm so excited that we're going to be going to Strongman Champions League in Gloucester at the end of August time, isn't it?
It's going to be a great show.
Yes, very much looking forward to that. And we're going to get behind the scenes Strongman Champions League because I know you guys, well, I love it anyway. I love having a little nose around, see how people do things different. Yeah, there we go. Mark Higgins, log fell on him. Yep, 6'10". God, we've had some monsters in Strongman, haven't we?
Yeah, there's been some big boys.
Lost him back in the day. You're only 47. Joke. Yeah.
Alex is
behave, Alex.
Sets to 20 on squats next week.
Stephen, thank you for the super chat. I think you should get a picture of your new massive client, Franz, in the middle of Tom and Andy in Glasgow. Yeah. I think he's taller than them.
Yeah, he's taller than them.
Yeah.
Did you see him with like Gav and Terry? He made Terry look small.
I'm not convinced he's not taller than 6'11". Who's tall enough to measure him accurately? Realistically, I think he's taller than that.
He was a tall boy.
Boy. 35-year-old 7-foot boy. Finest Jelly Bean, thank you for the super chat. Would you rather fight Marius that's the size of a goose, or a goose that's the size of a Marius? Oh, definitely a goose the size of a Marius. I think Marius the size of a goose would still be extremely dangerous and savage and violent. Don't you? It's like he'd bite your legs to ignore you to death.
I'm okay with only having one bagel slicer. I don't need two.
When it gets the bagel slice. What would you rather fight? A little Marius with wings and a beak? Or, hold on, am I saying it right? Yeah, or a Marius-sized goose. Oh, actually, that would be quite scary as well, wouldn't it? Because Marius, he was a
I'd
small
probably
bird.
fight a Marius-sized goose.
Would you? You'd
Well,
fight.
just kick it.
Marius-sized goose. Hold on, I'm getting confused. A goose-sized Marius.
I think we should move on swiftly.
Yeah. Sorry, that was terrible.
But thank you very much for the super.
Yeah, thanks for super chatting it, because we definitely would have passed by that one. Strongman Champions League UK soon. Nicola's looking forward to going. There are tickets for this available. If you scroll back to about a week or so ago, we did
There's a few
video.
coming up. There's a few Champions League shows coming up before that, though.
Yes, yeah, but tickets to this one in particular, for UK fans, there is a link in the video description of the video that we did a week or two ago. So go and check that out. Tickets are really cheap. Standing tickets are less than £10 to have a seat in the grandstand. It's something like £24-25, which for a good viewer at Strongman competition these days is an absolute bargain. And there's going to be some good names there. Uncle Loz is going to be on the mic as well, aren't you?
I will be, yeah.
Yes.
I used to live in Gloucester. I can't wait for this. It's going to be amazing.
Here's my friend. Here we go. Liz, it was wonderful meeting you this weekend. Thanks for taking the time to chat. I hope you both enjoy the weekend. Thank you so much. Shrewple. Yeah, I got the name right. Shrewple 13.
Very good.
Yes. Nice man. Bad photographer.
Why is he a bad photographer?
Oh, a couple of people, they were taking photos for each other, and we were all checking the photos, and I was like, God, what's going on? That we ended up having to do selfies. Cy Wilson, thank you for the super chat, Cy. Training question. How have you dealt with nausea and not being able to eat? I lost 10 kilos not being able to eat, and I'm building back. Still over 240 pounds, heading back to 260.
It's a common thing that people go through. Sometimes when you're trying to force yourself to eat, you end up puking up, and you kind of just go off food completely. I found it's good to just try and not force the food in. Anytime I got like that and I was forcing food and I puked up, it was counterproductive. So I would kind of actually allow myself to go longer without eating. I found sometimes throughout the day, I'd find my appetite came back a bit more and I could eat more as the evening went on. I would make meals smaller, so I wasn't kind of forcing it, but still trying to improve my ability to process food. If you kind of eat regularly, your metabolism will start working faster, but don't feel like you have to finish each meal. If you can only eat a quarter of your breakfast, that's better than forcing it all in and then puking it back up. So yeah, just try not to force it. It's not worth it, because if you are ending up being sick, then it's going to be counterproductive. You're not just going to be lacking food, you're going to be lacking hydration as well, with anything else extra coming up. So try not to put that stress on yourself, chill a bit more, and you'll probably find the food and the comes back and the nausea goes away.
Fran's promising he's only 6'11".
You don't have to lie when you're that tall, you know.
Well, no.
It's not like he's pretending to be 6 foot, is it?
Yeah.
No, he's trying to impress a girl. Yeah, I'm 6 foot.
Everyone's 6 foot until you get your measuring tape out, and then suddenly they've been compressed. Matthias, Lars, Lissy broke your Rolling Thunder record in Rauno's gym. You saw, because he tagged me in a post.
I said, it must be a good thing if he's tagging a has-been retired strongman, so can't be too bad. And I didn't try that hard that day either.
No, to be fair, no one tried as hard as Rauno once. Ivers failed the lift, and suddenly, as if from nowhere, Rauno was very energized.
Rauno was just like, grip is rubbish,
I'm tired,
blah, blah, blah.
I'm tired. And then Ivers failed a lift, and he's like, motherfucker! And he's like, and suddenly he's all like this, and he's going up to figure. And this is why we love him, because he's such a prick. But he's so funny to be around, isn't he? But I wonder if he'll be on his best behavior with Martins and Roma. Maybe in the first video that comes out, he'll be all hello as he does, and then by the end of it, he'll be all like F this, F that.
Strongman Champions League are going on about when I was in China dressed as Emperor or King Laws.
Where's that?
Up a little bit, I've seen. Yes. You guys made me dress up real interesting in that one.
Soon we will send some footage from King Laws and the Strongman Champions League China from 10 years ago.
The best picture, if you guys haven't seen it, is me and Zadrunas in these
silver spacesuit and Roman Emperor style.
I don't really know what they were, but Marcel was having a good laugh behind the camera.
You've got your blue tape on your shoulder.
You see this picture, and me and Zadrunas are stood next to each other. We probably stood like that for about an hour as well.
Wearing like silver metal bras.
It's done the rounds a few times. It is an epic photo.
It's like
you've got to laugh.
Yeah.
It's fun to look back at these experiences we've had.
Please send them all, Marcel. Please send them all.
Liz wants to see them.
Yeah. They'll make great thumbnails. Brett, thank you for the super chat. Training is great. 2 weeks out and going for the win.
Good man.
There we go. All right, yeah. So we did size question, just making sure we're up together with the super chats. He's 6'1". Oh, I don't know.
Oh, we're back to Eddie's height. Eddie's genuinely 6'3". That's Eddie is.
Is he taller than you?
I would say he's an inch taller than I am.
Okay.
But that's it. He's 6'3" maximum. He's not 6'1".
Zadrunas is 6'4", isn't it?
Zadrunas is an inch taller.
Zadrunas is taller. Yeah. There we go.
Do I ever drink alcohol? Rarely. I'm not like against having a drink, but it's not like a regular occurrence, is it?
No. It's one of the biggest strongman shows in history. It actually was, to be fair, because it was made in China for the Chinese audience, and it had millions and millions of people watch it. It was a team event. You and Zadrunas were captains of your own teams, weren't you?
Well, that was a different one. This comp was the year before.
Okay.
Because we've done a few shows in China, but yeah, they have crazy views for the Chinese audience.
The whole show was up online at one point. I don't know that it still is, but
it was me beating Zadrunas on the yoke.
Yeah, massive yoke, wasn't it? Yeah, it was great.
I think I was second in the competition. Then the year after was the team comp where I was a team captain, but I had a shoulder injury.
Luz, what do you think of Marcus Evgenisen? You used to coach him, didn't you?
Yeah, I used to coach Marcus. He's doing really well, improving. Won Sweden's Strongest Man. Was it last year or this year?
Last year he won it, yeah.
Yeah, he's good. He's not quite at the Giants Live kind of level yet, but he is making good progress. And I think if he keeps going, we're going to see him at some of the bigger shows.
There you go.
What are you reading?
Does Loz drink alcohol? Checks around those birthday drink love. That is hilarious. If you haven't watched it already, you need to go and watch Loz and the firework.
I may have drank a little bit more alcohol than normal that night.
There's like 100-kilo firework laid on the floor, and Loz like wants to unwrap it. I was like, no, Loz, leave it alone. He's like, I can make it go off. It's like you turn into a 17-year-old.
It was a giant firework, and I was drunk. Okay.
He's like, "Where's Rauno?" It was funny.
It was a good night.
Yeah, the live streams are definitely much more chill after World's Strongest Man is over. It just accidentally clicked out. Yeah. Now we can all have a nice stress-free time. Cheers from Egypt. It's so much nicer. Like, obviously, it's good when Worlds is on. We're all there with a purpose. We want to know what's going on, and it's exciting when the results come through. But it's stressful to manage a World's Strongest Man live stream. I get like when we're waiting, and like we've got a little countdown thing, and it's thousands of people are waiting. I'm like, what? Like, what? Yeah. You just imagine all those eyes on you. It's horrible. And then you look up and you see like 20,000 people. You think, Jesus Christ, imagine what 20,000 people looks like. Yeah. It's crazy. And that's screens or devices. There might be 4 people per device. You don't know. Well, probably not. I'm not saying it's like a family show, but you know what I know
from talking to a few people yesterday that the husbands have been forcing their wives to watch.
Wives?
Poor wives that don't want to watch. But I do feel you have helped with that side of
try and engage. Yes. Hopefully.
If you guys watch more now because Liz has been on the channel, let us know because it's interesting.
Our analytics, our like male to female ratio of viewers and commenters has gone up a lot since it's the 2 of us. Yeah, which is strongman's for everyone, and Strong women's obviously growing a lot as well, which is helping. Liz needs a pillow. Do I look tired?
I think we're both a bit tired.
Yeah, I'm absolutely knackered. I was up editing until 1 a.m. and then I woke up at 6 because it was so sunny, and I was like, oh, I may as well carry on editing. So I edited for 2 hours before we went down for breakfast.
But people love Lizzie. See, we get a lot more female commenters as well now because of you.
We do, so yes.
It's really nice to see.
And you ladies are very, very welcome here as well, because Strongman's for everyone. It's not some.
You're doing a talking strong woman this week, aren't you?
I've got 2 this week, so I'm going to be doing Sam Bellevue with Corey Butler. So Sam, we obviously saw her this weekend. She's Maxine Boudreau's partner. But I was going to do all of them in pairs, but I have an odd number of ladies. So I figured the odd one could be Donna, because she is the GOAT after all. So we'll have plenty to talk about with Donna. So I was supposed to chat to her a couple of days ago, but she's got an injury and it clashed with a hospital appointment. So got a couple coming
I'm going to be talking to Darren. We have a really exciting video that we've put a lot of work into.
Yes,
will be coming up very soon. Yes. Looking forward to that.
Straight after this live, I'm going to publish that behind the scenes as well. So if you're in a time zone that's slightly behind us, your peak time. If you're in the UK, you need to, we
do 5-10 more minutes. And then we will close it up, because it's been a busy weekend. But this has been a really fun live, actually, hasn't it? It's been nice just chilling and chatting with everyone.
Yes, definitely. Oh, yeah, someone just asked about the strong woman. So, yes, there definitely will be. Would Andrea be able to have a YouTube channel for more than 3 weeks before getting it taken down?
No,
definitely not. No, she'd need someone to do it and who knew what is and isn't acceptable on YouTube. Andrea is the most hilarious person ever. But unfortunately, I have to cut a lot of the footage of that.
Who out of everyone you've recorded have you had to cut the most out of?
You.
Me? Yeah, okay. But
yeah, because I recorded the most. I don't know. Oh, no, I don't think any one person. No, probably Andrea, actually. Yeah, maybe Andrea. I try not to censor people at all. But I never want people to look bad.
No.
So sometimes I get something, but it's out of context when you think about the environment in the room, what we were talking about before. That
sometimes people take things the wrong way, because there's been videos of me joking with, like, taking the mick out of Andrea, for instance. But unless you know mine and Andrea's relationship and yours and Andrea's relationship, some people might take it the wrong way.
Exactly. So sometimes I look at a piece of footage on its own as a piece of footage, and I think people aren't going to get that. That doesn't sound or look good on that person, so I might take it out.
Yeah, Andrea is awesome.
Andrea is awesome.
She's hard work to coach, but she is awesome.
Yeah, she is hilarious as well. But she is pure filth. Julian, thank you for the super chat. Ronald's birthday video was too funny. How about getting him on a live when he's over?
If we have him on as a live, we can't censor him.
We should never censor Rauno. Let's get him on for a live.
Rauno, you're coming on for a live. He won't be watching tonight because he'll be with Martins.
Yeah, but he'll watch it back later because he watches all of our videos. Hi, Rauno. Everyone say hi to Rauno in the live chat.
Everybody tell Rauno how awesome his deadlift was.
Yes.
He's going to pull 475.
Yes, and he's going to absolutely smash the record. But we will.
Masters record.
Yeah, we will try and get Rauno on for a chat. We're going to go out to London on the Monday, aren't we? And we're going to get him one of those big Union Jack hats, hopefully.
Who is more intense, Vasil or Bill? Ooh, that's a close one. Both of them were extremely intense.
I think Bill was more outspoken, though.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. But Vasil was a bad dude.
A bad dude. Not like a bad man.
No. But like a competitor.
Yeah. What competitions is next? Is there a list? Yes. If you go onto Strongman Archives, on the front page, there's a tab saying upcoming competitions. So
look?
Next is Strongman Champions League Serbia. After that, we've got the Giants Live Cardiff with the Deadlift World Championships. After that, we've got Strongman Champions League
Portugal.
Portugal. And then we've got the Shore Classic.
No, we've got Finland's Strongest Man, then Shore Classic.
All the national ones as well.
Strongman Champions League
England, yes, yeah. And then the next Giants Live after that will be the Glasgow show. Then we'll have the Rogue Invitational. We'll have OSG. We'll have the team competition.
There's Strongman Champions League Bosnia, Romania, Spain, UK Arnold's, Giants Live World Tour Final, Strongman Champions League in the Caribbean. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Marcel, do you want us to work in the Caribbean?
Yeah. Yeah. We appreciate being invited to Gloucester, but I feel our vibe is more Caribbean. Just let us know, Marcel. It will only cost you his fee and our expenses.
Caribbean would be nicer than Gloucester. No offense to, well, I lived in Gloucester.
Plenty
so I
of
don't feel I'm
offense to
offending
Gloucester,
anyone.
yeah. Jiminy Crickets, I take laws in context and it's brutal.
Jiminy gets my full wrath.
Yes. Yes.
But he knows I love him.
Rauno live, yes. Chants of Rauno in the crowds. We want uncensored Rauno, yes.
I think anyone coming to Cardiff, we want to see banners of Rauno.
Please do Rauno banners. We'll have to make some and we could hand them out to the crowd. I think it'd be worth doing. We could buy some Estonian flags as well, couldn't we?
Yeah.
And just like, anyone Rauno fans in here? It's so funny though, because this last year, he's become really popular. and I don't think it's just being on our channel. He was on Larry Wills's channel as well. But, you know, people have had more opportunity.
When you get to know Rauno and you see his personality more, you can't help but like him.
Yeah.
You know? He's just a grumpy
Rauno
but lovely man.
Strictly. Yeah. He's hilarious. But yeah.
Rauno would be awesome on Strictly.
He would. The guy can move. Oh, God, he made me dance. And you were outside and I thought, oh no, Loz is going to see and he's just going to absolutely rip the piss out of me. I only did because it was his birthday.
Is Arnold's UK happening?
Yes,
this year?
we're going to that as well.
Yeah, we're going to be involved with that one. Yes. It's not a Giants Live show this year, but it is still happening. The entry list is very solid. That'll be out soon.
It's being run independently, like the other ones that are around.
I think it's going to be a good show. I'm looking forward to it.
Rauno's doing that as well.
Rauno is doing that.
Yeah, so
he's going to be there.
Yeah.
Jerry Pritchett, I believe, is going to be there.
Janasha's doing that one.
I think it's going to be announced soon. The official lineup.
Yeah, some good names in it though. It should be a good competition.
Look at all these Rauno comments in the.
Yeah.
This is brilliant.
Everyone loves Rauno. Which World's Strongest Man winner would win in a gladiator fight?
Which World's Strongest Man winner?
Probably Marius
Pudzianowski. He'd be up there.
Someone really fast and I don't know, Magnus Ver, like the athletic ones, surely, because they're all strong, aren't they? Novikov? I don't know. I never watched a gladiator fight.
Let's just put them all into it.
Yeah.
See who comes out on top.
Yeah.
Thank you for the question.
Christ.
Dancing with Rauno.
Dancing with
Rauno. Hey, it's Eddie Williams.
Eddie Williams. Hi, uncle and auntie. Presumably he's still in the UK. He hasn't even had time to get home yet, but it was so good. We were talking about you earlier in the video, so hopefully you'll get the chance.
Watching you this weekend was brilliant, buddy, and we hope to see you again soon. Your performance was amazing, especially at such short notice, and his singing was even better. So it was what a man. And just he's so happy all the time.
He is just such a delight. Such a great guy. We absolutely should not all wear Rauno face masks because how scary would that be?
Did you see the picture he sent the other day of his daughter hugging the bobblehead thing with you?
Yes.
And there's me in the background.
You were just neglected and she's cuddled up watching TV. Do you know what? She's the sweetest girl, isn't she? She's 14, but she's just very
kind, sweet girl.
Yeah. Yeah, not got any of that teenage horribleness in her. She's a nice girl.
We have teenage children.
Yeah, I feel like we're allowed to say it. And we were all teenagers once, weren't we?
You were a horrible teenager.
No, I was lovely. How dare you? I was a nice girl too. Gladiator challenge, Alexei or Mateusz?
I gotta go with Alexei.
I cheer for Alexei.
Mateusz needs to stop being injured and we need to see him back. That's what we need
to do. Sorry, Mateusz. I thought I was thinking Marius still. Oh, sorry, Mateusz. I didn't mean that. I cheer for you both.
Yeah.
Sorry. If it was
we want to see
I'd
him back
for
competing.
Yeah.
All this love for Eddie Williams as well. Yes. That's brilliant.
Loz, would you ever try slap fighting?
Not for free.
No, for a big fee.
Yeah, for a big fee, I'd do it.
I wouldn't be very happy to watch someone slap you though.
Depends how much they paid, I guess. You'd be like, yeah, slap him again.
Slap him silly. Oh dear. Has Rauno ever done the Hammertire deadlift? Yes, because he competed at the Arnold's a few times, hasn't he, in Columbus, Ohio?
Don't know if he's ever done the Hammertire deadlift though. He's
Let's get
done
Strongman archives up,
he's
has he?
done the elephant bar deadlift. I
I'm
don't
certain he
know.
has.
We'd
Wait
have to
there.
look.
You manage this. I'll
Well,
grab
don't
the-
worry. Like,
Let's find out his best
she wants to.
deadlift. It will just be on his profile on Strongman Archives.
Well, hurry up and have a look. People wanted me to try the slap fighting now.
Just don't go against some of the strongmen with big hands. There we go, Strongman Archives.
Right, Auntie Liz is finding out.
I know.
Someone's probably already commented in the
Yeah, PRs. Oh, do you know what? No, we've got max 18 inch.
I told you I didn't think he would have.
Which was 505. He did in Summer Mania. He's done 455 for the 2019 Giants Live. Maybe not then.
Because it's been a while since they've done the Hammertire at the Arnold's.
Yeah,
and he
to be
didn't do
fair.
the Shore Classic when they did it there. So there's not been really any opportunities for him.
No, I guess not.
Right, come back to this, please.
Okay, sorry.
I'm glad social media didn't exist when I was a teen. It was a long time ago when you were a teen.
Yeah. I think I was still just about a teenager when MySpace started. And
Who was it? It was Mitch that took the piss out of me this weekend with MySpace.
You might. What
Look
was
at that bat for you.
it?
It's a moth, but Liz calls them bats. Yeah, wasn't he? He was teasing me.
I can't remember now.
We were talking about forums.
Oh yes, and he, he was sick. He could barely remember MySpace. He's 26. Oh man.
There we go.
There we go. Ronan, thank you for the super chat. I was on holiday last week in Amsterdam wearing my Blow t-shirt and bumped into a fellow lesbian. Our Big Loz official t-shirt. The community is growing.
That is pretty cool.
That's really cool. In Amsterdam, and you bumped into someone else wearing a Big Loz t-shirt. Once we were at services, and we saw someone in a Evan Singleton top, which was quite random and funny.
It's cool when you're just out and about and you suddenly see someone in
them
like
in
a
the
Strongman
wild.
stuff.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
We will get Auntie Liz merch. I've got an excellent graphic designer on the case. He's just had COVID though, and he's just playing catch up.
And if you do want a Loz t-shirt, head on over to the website.
Yeah.
LaurenceShahlaei.co.uk.
Yeah. Eddie Williams gave me a great idea, actually. Liz and Loz bobbleheads. So if anyone knows how to use the Made in China website, please help a girl out. Because I was looking at it, because that's like the only affordable way to do it. Do you know how much custom bobbleheads cost? A lot of bloody money, I was like,
there we go.
But if you go to Made in China, it's probably really unethical. Sorry, everyone. How's the arm wrestling going?
It's getting better. I've just come back from arm wrestling tonight. And my arm's not as sore as it was last week, which is good.
That is good.
But yeah, little progress each week. I am very much novice, but people have to try a little bit harder each week. So it's one of those sports that's quite hard because you kind of something clicks and then you've got to learn something else and you forget something. But yeah, each week just a little bit better.
Top 3 for Loz's comp. Graham Hicks for the win.
Do you know what? Graham Hicks would be a
would
great
win
shout.
that. Yeah.
Graham Hicks is one of the strongest men on the planet when it comes to just pure static strength.
Yeah.
There's not many people that could beat him at a comp like that.
No, you're right. Auntie Liz shirt, I declare a thumb war. We could have that. We could have talking of sausage. We could have eyewitness. I can't cope. There's a few things. They're all crap. There are a few things.
No surprise that Novikov won the Strongman Classic. I think Novikov was the one athlete when you looked at, there was no weakness, and he put in a good performance even on the Hercules hold, which is the one maybe he could have dropped a few points. Everyone else had like one bad event. Mitch's Farmers were a question mark, and he dropped points on them. Maxim's deadlift, and Maxim underperformed for him, I think, on the dumbbell a little bit.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did well on the deadlift. He got 2 reps, which is better than he's ever done. So if he can continue to progress, then Maxim's awesome. It just every comp is different.
What does Liz call bats? Pterodactyls. Do you know what? We get bats because where we live, it's quite green, very close to our house. So we get slow worms in the garden. They're horrifying. We had a deer. We get bats circling around at night. It's very, very stressful there. Okay. Sai, thank you for the super chat. Not Rauno talking strongman, strictly strongman. I don't think he'd be up for it, if I'm honest. He's not ready to become a meme. But we will have fun with him, and we'll film him against his will. Eric, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you, Eric.
Hello, I'm pretty sure Bill Kazma in his prime would win the gladiator battle. His sumo wrestling and World Strongest Man was awesome. However, Mariusz Pudzianowski is an MMA fighter now, so one of those two.
It's weird with Kaz, because Kaz scared certain opponents out of the ring.
Like John
Gamble.
Gamble, yeah.
But he didn't win every single sumo fight that he had. And that's a weird thing with editing. They can kind of show things however they want.
I guess, yeah.
But he's very intense, and he was a beast of an athlete. Kaz was strong. He was like, probably doesn't get the credit he should for his explosive power. He was a very good thrower
and stuff like that.
He was fast. Kaz was a great athlete in his prime.
Yeah. We've got no sex spots, but I did get a update.
Are you disappointed?
Wow.
It's been quite nice.
It has been nice without them, but also it's become a bit of a sort of tradition. But I did get a message from YouTube, an email saying that they're working on bots and chats and all that sort of stuff. And I was like, but no, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Right, shall we wrap it up then, Lozzie? Because I have an absolutely pounding headache and we need to get this video published. I know.
We'll tuck you up into bed.
Yes, we will. But thank you all so much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the show. You can still watch it if you missed out. There is, if you go to Facebook and sign up, it's just there and you can pay to watch it. Or you can just watch our behind the scenes, which is going to go up in just a second. So
yeah, make sure you guys check that out. We'll speak to you soon. Have an amazing week.
And members, I promise this week I will get the absolutely massive members only 3.5 or whatever it is hour long behind the scenes.
There you go. If anyone else wants to see that, become a member. And we'll speak to you guys soon. Take care.
Smile and wave, smile and wave.